Okay, boys and girls, welcome once again to part 2 of our assignment for week of February 2nd through the 5th. Part 2, now we're going to focus on the other steps 2 through 3. So, take a look at the assignment. Workers of the fur trade. Should have this uploaded in Notability by now. So, what I'm asking you to do, I'll switch to Notability, sorry. What I'm asking you to do is step number 2. Choose 3 of these above jobs, okay? I'm going to erase all this happy fun stuff. Okay, so I'm asking you to choose 3 of these jobs and describe how they will increase their human capital. Okay, so if you remember from our chapters earlier, human capital is the knowledge and skills people have that increase their ability to earn income. Okay? So, we remembered that 5 of these people are Native Americans, and these 3 were Europeans. Okay? So, I want you to pick just 3 people out of these 8 and tell me what they need to do to increase their human capital. In other words, their ability to earn income. So, if I'm a voyageur, say I pick that one. What's a voyageur going to do to increase their ability to earn income? Well, what do? That's why I asked you to take a look at this. What do they do for a living? Well, they paddle a canoe. What do they need to do to make themselves better to earn more income? Well, if you take a look on this chapter, you should already have done that. You should already notice that when you were doing the anticipation guide. Human capital and profit. If you take a look here, it shows right here. Let's go ahead and screenshot this, okay? If we can. Alrighty. Let's upload it to Notability. Oopsie. Notability. Create new note, import. Done. So we'll go to Notability. And here we go. So here, human capital and profit. So to succeed in the fur trade, the Dakota and the Ojibwe developed their human capital, their skills and abilities. One way they did this was to display values important to them, such as community and generosity. So I'm going to skip on down here. It talks about clerks, traders, and voyageurs involved in the fur trade. Developed their human capital in order to help their company make a profit and to increase the wages they earned. So a voyageur might work to become strong and stay healthy so he could transport more furs. Aha! So if we take a look at that, that's what we could write. A voyageur would work to stay healthy spell that, healthy and strong, transport more furs. All right, so this is number 2. If you want to call it 2A, that'd be fine. I just don't have a place to write it. You will have a place to write it. So I want you to find somebody else to choose. So I chose voyageurs here. If you want to go here and use these examples, you're fine. How about a clerk? What would a trader might do? Well, it tells you right there. So it's pretty simple, boys and girls. I've just told you where you can find all of this information. Okay? Make sure you write it down nice and neat. So that's number 2. So just choose 3. 3 is all you do. You just chose 1 was a voyageur, and there's 2 more to choose. Number 3, choose 3 of the above groups. Again, above people. Again, out of 8, I'm asking you to choose 3. What are some jobs in today's society that these people remind you of? So, choose someone. So let's say, what does a voyageur do? Well, they transport. Again, that's why I asked you to write down, get to know what these people did for a living. They transport furs and manufactured goods. What does that remind me of in today's society? I should erase this. Well, is there anybody in today's society this reminds me of? Voyageur, transported furs and goods. Is there anybody in today's society who transports anything? Well, in today's society, a truck driver. Reminds me of a voyageur. Because a truck driver transports manufactured goods. So that's one example. So I'm asking you to give me 3. I just gave you 1. If you want to use it, you're welcome to, so give me 2 more. Number 4, choose 5 of the above jobs and download 1 picture for each job you have chosen from the time of the fur trade. All right, so what I'm asking you to do here is choose 5 of these jobs. Okay? Choose 5 of these jobs. I don't care which 5 you choose, but I want you to find an example from the fur traders, a picture on the internet. Okay? Let's find a picture. If you choose a clerk, find a picture of a clerk. If you choose a supplier, find a picture of a supplier. Now, a supplier is a Native American. Make sure that you do show me a picture of a Native American who's a supplier. If you're using a pelt preparer was a Native American woman. Make sure you find me a picture of a Native American woman who you think was a pelt preparer, and just put their picture on there. Label it and put it on this piece of paper. That's all you do. Pretty simple. I want 5 of them. And finally, for number 5, I simply want you to tell me what each one of these people, what their nationalities are. In other words, which ones are Europeans, which ones are Native Americans. If you've been paying attention, I've done that multiple times in these videos. Okay? Pretty simple. All right. If not, if you don't remember, even simpler still, go back here to the blue M and it'll tell you on page 5.15 which one's which. 5.15, okay? All right, it'll tell you which one is which. I'm going to go ahead and look at these individually. Okay? So those are the steps 1 through 5. Thanks for watching this video, and if you have any more questions, please let me know. Send me an email. Thanks and have a good week.